Beep boop beep. Gotta do a sound check once the YouTube thing loads. Sounds okay. Okay, so honestly, like it's been pretty good just streaming on the weekends or on Sundays. Um, Even though like I don't necessarily enjoy streaming a whole lot, but it is getting me to like act like I have a schedule and work on projects. So it is possibly good for me to keep doing. Another part is just making sure that I make that time for myself, even though I have other things I have to get done today, but it's like, Sunday morning, who's doing anything? So, what I was thinking about was I have been working on the Hindi flashcards some more,
समझना
and I added a space for mnemonic images, kind of like how old Memrise used to have. So, let's see. I added a drawing for Baitna,
बैठना
and for some other stuff. So maybe I'll just try to come up with
समझना
some kind of mnemonic for each, even though, I mean, I know samachti means
समझना
understand, but I don't, it'd be nice to have a mnemonic, especially for like, I think this means expensive,
महंगा
yeah, but like, the advantage of like learning Esperanto or learning like a European language is there's kind of some overlap. Now, like Hindi derives from Proto-Indo-European, but there's still not that much related. Like dant means teeth, but um,
महंगा
how would you translate an M word to mean expensive? Or I guess I could look up some synonyms. Like what's a word for expensive that is uh, nothing starting with an M. It looks like, I mean, I could say immoderate, overpriced, extravagant. I don't know. So, like, or other ways I try to associate would be like, oh, Billy is cat. Maybe I think of like a cat named Billy. Um, so it can be hard. Like,
कुर्सी
kursi is chair, and I put this is Bob's cursed chair. Of course, I already know kursi,
कुर्सी
but I don't know what balti is.
बाल्टी
It's a bucket.
बाल्टी
At least it has a B, but then like how do I associate the rest of that? So I thought maybe I'd try to come up with ideas. Let's see, this is under web assets, more arcade, and then I just made empty things for everything. And then this is all named in the Esperanto versions. So I don't know. Let's see. I don't know if I'll be able to do these sequentially, but Mahanga,
महंगा
Mehanga,
महंगा
gosh, that implicit A is always kind of wild in Hindi because if it's
महंगा
if that's actually the pronunciation,
महंगा
I would expect this to have a little E right here, May. But if there's the implicit A, sometimes it just changes how it sounds. Let me open up GIMP. Maybe we could think like I know it's not going to sound one to one, but maybe we could say like, oh, I put expensive clothes on my hanger, like my whatever thing.
महंगा
I need to look for multicosta in Esperanto. I just figured it'd be easier to write the Esperanto term. Um, so we'll just go in here and say I have that. I only put expensive clothing on my hangers. No, it's not the best, but sometimes something silly can be good for um, remembering things. Is that does that communicate a clothes hanger? So I put like a shirt. Of course, I do not put only expensive clothes on my hangers. I don't have expensive clothes on purpose because it's gonna get ruined. Oops. So we'll do that. And then that's just a clothes hanger. Um, we'll just save that as is. So when I refresh, it's not going to give me the same list, but I can't do a search? That's weird. So that was a noun. No, that was an adjective. So that would be down here.
Mehanga.
So now that shows up there. Um, Up here, got him. That's just hot.
Garum.
Um,
Garum.
which I don't know if you think of like garam masala or something. This would be varma in Esperanto. Um, Boo boo boo. I feel like garam is kind of a word that your quote unquote average American might know if they eat Indian food. Um, I don't know, so I guess I could just draw. That's gonna be hard to draw spice. Boop. We'll just draw a little like bowl or something. Oh gosh, why is it white? Best I could do is like poofy. There. Let me capture the color of this. And maybe does I need that like MS Paint paintbrush tool. I don't know if we is that airbrush? Like if I go for one of the darker tones, will airbrush oh kind no, let me see. Oh, that's really big. I can't see it. I just need like the legit spray paint can from MS Paint. Maybe I'll do. It's not very. That's not great. Also, it just seems a little bit more yellow in the picture. So, hue it. Mm, maybe kind of like that. Maybe a little darker. That looks so bad. I'm sorry. I'm not necessarily very good at drawing food. No, we'll do 1 pixel. This is just how I like draw popcorn. But basically, you should already know got 'em, or at least you should have heard the word. Close that. Okay. These are the like prepositions slash postpositions. So, do I remember what blah que samene is? No, I don't.
X के सामने.
In front of.
X के सामने.
Part of me wants to read this as like a C, S-E-A, sea main, like there's a sea lion in front of me, but that feels like a little bit too abstracted. I can't think of other
X के सामने.
in front of X. Um, let's go back to, let's not erase thesaurus.com. Um, So I'm looking for with the S. That kind of reminds me. Well, I guess I could say
X
show
के सामने
because it's in front of, but then what? I don't know. Maybe the simplest idea is sometimes the best.
X के सामने
Let me grab on tile X. Because at least if I put like C main, if I do that math in my head, then maybe it'll like lead me back.
X के सामने
Um, like I thought, well, let's see. A sea lion is in front of me. I thought it'd have a sea mane, which is a little is in front of me. I thought it would have a sea mane. Okay. So then let's look up sea lion. I honestly don't remember the mnemonics I used for Esperanto. Like if I think of one while I'm going through these,
X के सामने
I'll mention it, but look at this guy. Oops. Okay, we're gonna have just a person. Well, let's keep it simple. I'm gonna make him white, because I'm white. I'm sorry. Also bald. I'm not bald though. Um, there's a sea lion. Bloop, 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 bloop. I need to move the sea lion up a little bit so I can get the full majestic shape of a sea lion. What's their tails look like? Just kind of flippy tails? Flip floppy? Oh, they got like a little extra tail in there. That's like their back feet and then like a tiny tail. Does that work? Burp, burp. Burp, burp, burp. Okay. I feel like I should draw a phantom mane, though. Like, let's grab a kind of a brownish for the sea lion, and then maybe I'll sketch on a mane. Okay, I might reposition the text. So if did I put that on the top one? Okay. If I move this guy over, maybe I'll grab this text. And we'll put this over here. So that would be,
X के सामने
so once it's like a big card, it'll be up here. So lambi or lamba is tall. I think of it like, I honestly don't know what lumbar means, but that's the word I associate with it since it was a word from that was on Duolingo. Because I think of it like in my mind, I think of it like the spine, like if you need lumbar support, but I don't actually know what that means. Yeah, so we'll just go with that.
लंबी
And that's been pretty good for me remembering. Uh, Longa? Where is it? Longa. Did I not save it? Oh yeah, it doesn't have a thing, so I'll just make a new one. Longa. Um,
लंबी
I need lumbar support for my long spine. I don't know. That should be not spring. Spine. Let's see. What do we get when I look up lumbar support? Okay. So I'll probably move this text to the side because we need a longer space. I'll try to draw somebody who's has a very long torso and they got one of those strappy things on or support things on, and they have very short legs. So we'll do that. I don't know, whatever color. I feel like I should add arms, but I feel like it would be droopy arms. I don't know. Maybe we'll keep it that way, just because I feel like the arms, well, aren't really needed. Otherwise, what? Like T-pose this man? So we'll do mer, mer, burp, burp, burp. Okay. We'll move this arm back a little bit. He's just gonna be T-posing. That'll be part of the mnemonic. I don't know. Whenever someone's T-posing, their backs are straight, even though this guy's kind of crooked a little bit. But uh, his posture is like mine. Now it seems like he's exclaiming like, "I need the lumbar support." Do like, "Help! I'm getting old. I'm a millennial." Okay. Chahana. I also like I know I color coded these by word type, but I don't remember what color I gave everything. Here's my hint. So down here's adjectives, these are verbs. Of course, and it's not at the end. Chana. It's not chale. Chana. Chahiye? Like want?
चाहना
Okay.
चाहना
I already know chahiye. I know chalo. Now I am gonna eventually have to make something for like verb conjugations because I also don't remember those so good. But um,
चाहना
we'll open that up. Want.
चाहना
Because if you hear like chahiye, that sounds like thing. Oh, Isaac, you said you didn't know garam off the top of your head? Or I feel like if anyone's, especially like non-Indian people, I don't know. I feel like garam masala is like a British invention. I'm like trying to quantify that, but I feel like, for example, if my cousin is gonna make Indian cuisine, like you'd go buy a garam masala because we're like fake. Um, but let's see. Gosh, how do I use chaye in a sentence again? I think I just say like, um, frick. Now I can't think of food. And then also just like learning multiple languages kind of messes everything up too. Um, potato que chahiye? I don't know. Potato. Okay, now my brain was like, it's terpomo. No, that's Esperanto. Potato is alu. Um, boop, boop, boop. But here, let's try want. Oh, oh yeah, you're not smart enough to just trim out any extra special characters. Craving? Chahiye, craving. I'm trying to think of like, is there a food? Like foods that start with CH. Oh yeah, there is lots. It's like my ADHD is like I can't. If you ask me what my favorite movie is, I'm like I've never seen a movie in my life. I do not know. If you like, what is a food with CH? And it's like I cannot think of any foods. So we want maybe with an A. So not chicken, Chardonnay. I don't think about alcohol. Chorizo, chapati, chapati, chahiye. I could do that. Yeah. So if we look up chapati, course, I mean, this is again gonna depend on how much Indian food you eat. We'll do chapati, cha. I don't really know how to anglicize that good. I want chapati. No. Yeah, I haven't had curry from other places except I think I've had like a Japanese curry once. And then I don't know because really only like the Japanese restaurants around here are gonna be like sushi and or steakhouses. There's not really like a nice miscellaneous place. Mujay, I want a um chapati. Come on, Gimp, stop. Gosh, I kind of hate the name of the software. I was trying to deselect this region. Mujay, and I'm just gonna make a small version down here. So really, these mnemonics are specific to me. I want a chapati. Let's do that. Also, try to draw food again. I'm going to be terrible at drawing. So we'll go to 2. I mean, I do eat a lot of chapati though. Um, let's grab these colors. I know it's not going to work out quite like I would want it to, but yeah, maybe that. Could grab some of these. It just looks different from when you're selecting it versus when you're using it. So like, it's still like, what am I even drawing? You can't even tell. We'll get some of the darker spots. Or maybe I'll do like a smooth, like a blur or something. Oh, just is like some weird cookie. Maybe grab some of the darker area. See, I'll just grab down here. I feel like those should be more saturated. But now they're too dark. They look kind of weird. I don't know. I don't know, dude. What am I doing? Because it'd be a little bit. Well, no, those are like when it puffs up, so it's not gonna be with the bumps. But I don't know. What am I doing? I'm gonna try to use the blur tool and see how that works, but I don't. I have no faith in this. Smudge. Let's do that. And like, ooh, oh, I don't want to grab the black. Let me get rid of that. I'll put that on another layer. Oops. Okay. Who dares text me? I have a work recording. It says you have a Zoom recording that's going to be deleted from work because it doesn't save the Zoom recordings the entire time. Oh, yeah, so chapati is like thinner than naan. Um, we, I think we just, it's probably much easier. We don't make it from scratch. We just buy grocery store chapati and then heat it up in a flat pan. Um, I feel like I need to have more light colors in here now. Um, so that's usually what we eat if it's like eating dal makhani or something or whatever else. And dal is like lentils. Does this look bread-like enough? It looks weird. I don't know, man. But also, like, I don't want to just grab like this texture here because I prefer to just draw my own art. So we're gonna call that good enough. I'm gonna look at it and I'm gonna be sad every time I see my terrible drawn chapati. Oh,
Jahana.
so now that's how that shows up. Okay, let me see Discord. Um, so next card, that one's the expensive one.
Jahanga.
I only put expensive clothes on my hangers. Undo the blurring. Okay. I just feel like these look too much like eyeballs. I'm gonna add a little bit more, um, just, I don't know, variation. But then also I don't want like the hard edges. Mm, whatever. Maybe if you don't pay close attention, it'll look like one. Next card, bond karna. So this is a verb to do something, but then I don't remember what bond means.
Band karna.
Close. Hmm. This would be fermi in Esperanto, which for when I was doing Memrise for Esperanto, Fermi makes me think of Fermi Lab, so that's how I associated that. But to close, band, I mean, it sounds like, or it looks like band, like a marching band. Close the door on the marching band. Or if I could, I'd do Severance Band. Like a gif of. Can I do a gif? It's not like this is for money. Uh, all types. I guess. Oh, it has licenses. That's nice. Of course, it's from a TV show, but it'd be like, close the door on the marching band. I don't know. Maybe that'd be kind of funny. Of course, if I do this, I would have to like edit the thing. A second. Let's see. So I could also like have the frames, but I don't know. Editing like raw GIFs kind of suck. Um, and then what I'll probably do, actually I might not need to undo these frames, but what I'm thinking is we'll grab, of course my programming is using pings. It's expecting pings. I'd have to program a special case. Yeah. I mean, GIFs could be funny for the mnemonic part. Maybe I'll have to think about that, but um, let's just look up marching band. Close the, well, here. Close the door on the marching band practice, maybe. Like, your students' whole marching band came over to your house to practice. Okay, so we'll have like a wall. Let's do straight line. Burp. And I'll have a door open on one side. And over here, maybe I just need to draw like a few dudes. Marching bands seem hard to draw. Uh, well, okay, let's do hats with feathers and a fancy coat and white pants. Maybe I'll just copy paste this guy and then just draw different arms. And like a gold that. I didn't go to school. I don't know anything about marching bands. Let me grab this guy. Yeah, we'll just do two guys. Um, Drums? Do a drum? Okay, one of them is gonna have this kind of drum. And then, I don't know, drumsticks. How do I represent drumsticks in such a low resolution? We'll just make this guy like. Meh. Okay. Here, let me do like the top metal band thing. What's another? I mean, I don't, drums are easier to draw than other things. Um, yes, let's not draw a French horn. Actually, maybe I should give them both the same. Just, they're in a line. They're in, order. Oops. And then over on the other side, we'll have a mom. Burp. I'm gonna make it look like my mom, even though my mom hasn't been around marching bands either. I mean, maybe, well, no, I don't think the school she taught at had marching bands. But also, I don't know that for sure. Do a little bun. We'll make her look mad. No noise. No noise here. Okay, we'll do that. So that whole thing just for close the door or how to close. So ban kana. Jana means go.
Jana. Jana.
I mean, I could skip some of these where I already pretty much know them.
Garum.
There's our garum. It doesn't look that bad at that size, I guess. That's purple, like eggplant, bangani,
Bangani.
bangani. Okay, here's another one I don't know. Ex se dure. Don't know. What's a dure?
Excedure.
Far from X. Far. Distance?
Excedure.
Um,
Excedure.
so
Excedure.
distance, or is there another word I can think of with like an R? Like a, we're distanced from Raytown, Missouri.
Excedure.
I mean, that's also very hyper specific to me
Excedure.
because I grew up in Raytown, but um, anyone else using my tool is just gonna learn about Raytown, Missouri, I guess. I don't know. Um, we, yep, that's small, are quite a distance away from Raytown, Missouri. What would I draw to represent Raytown? 350 highway. I don't know. I wonder if there's like just images of Raytown, Missouri. I feel like it would just be 350 highway. Oh, I could draw this thing. What? There's a water park in Raytown? Raytown South, that's where John Carmack, who created Doom, he went to Raytown South. I was thinking there'd be like a 350 highway. Yes, the scenic buildings of of Raytown, Missouri. This is basically like there you go. There's okay, let's see, there's the Taco Bell. That burnt down from a lightning strike like a long time ago, but they've rebuilt it. Didn't have Chipotle back when I lived in Raytown. Hy-Vee and Quick Trip have always been there. CVS has always been there. Dairy Queen's always been there. There's McDonald's right here. Sonic, I thought that closed last time I was down in Raytown. But we didn't have like this shopping center. Blockbuster used to be right here. Then, is that Radio Shack? Because I know Radio Shack was in this area. But Yeah, I don't know. I'll just draw the good old highway that goes in between or through Raytown. It's like that famous picture of like any town USA. I don't know if that's what it's called, the name is, but like driving down 350 through, oh no, there it is. Driving, it doesn't quite look as busy as this, but this is what reminds me of Raytown. Um, so we'll just draw, I don't know. I mean, is it, is just the satellite image copyrighted? Can I grab it? Maybe I should be thinking smarter and not harder. I don't know what part of 350 this is. Of course, I can also. There's our Funhouse Pizza. I don't even know if they're there anymore. This place has been there for a little while. IHOP is relatively new. Oh, let's. I'll grab this image. I don't care. We'll shrink it down. Oh, I forgot that there's also a scooters. That's also new. We had the Ace Hardware and the Bank of America for a long time. I say we, but I don't live in Raytown anymore. But Raytown will always be a part of you. Okay. Chelona. It's not cello. It is a verb.
Chillana.
Okay, to shout.
Chillana.
For me, I think you are not being chill. You're not being chill right now. Yelling. Cree. Let's say stop yelling and take a chill pill. Um, then I'll draw my dad. Let's see. I don't know. He's not, he doesn't have black hair anymore. He's gray hair, but he hasn't yelled since he's been really, really old, at least not that I can see. Um, but he sure did yell a lot. Did he have facial hair? I don't remember. I think he's mostly been clean shaven. I try not to look at my stepdad that much. Um, Gosh, all I can think of is like the dad shirts also, because mom would always like buy his clothes because like mom was for a lot of our childhood she was the stay-at-home mom, and then dad worked construction. So I think of like thrift store shirts of like weird little patterns and stuff. And then we'll probably I know it'll be like, sir, this is a Wendy's. I mean, one of the things mom told us a little before she died was there was an incident where he went into like a chicken place, maybe it was like Church's or Popeyes, and was yelling at, I'm gonna make his face red. He was yelling at the people because he couldn't like order, I don't know, something like just the biscuit or I'm sure you could do that, but I don't know what he was yelling about. He just yells about it, whatever. This is an outrage. Give me my chicken. on. So let me move this to the back layer. Move him over here. I feel like he should have a mustache, but I don't have a whole lot of room to work with. And that's gonna just make him look like Hitler. Um, okay, so we're gonna draw this checkout register. He is definitely a boomer. He is exactly that generation. Oh God, we went to lunch the other day, which, gosh, just because it was like, mom's death anniversary. He's so weird. Oh wait, this register should be backwards. Sorry, let me do this again. Um, he didn't yell at anyone, but he says things that are just insulting, but like really weirdly so. Like he told the waiter he looks like Will Ferrell. I'm like, that's not a compliment, Dad. That's not nice. I'm sure some people like how Will Ferrell looks, but like the general population is like he looks goofy. Why would you tell our waiter man that he looks like Will Ferrell? But he doesn't realize that he says things that are insulting, So, but we're gonna draw that and just draw like a poor person that has to deal with this boomer. Oops. Oops, that's not what I want either. Top? Split? Thank you. I don't know what clothing. That just feels like a common dress code, maybe. No. Shoes. Actually, I should flip this whole drawing, or no, I should put the text on this side and move everyone else over. Good thing I put them on some layers. There we go. Still have a lot of words that I... Okay, this is also another newish one. So this one's a noun. Piala.
Pyala.
It's a cup, which
Pyala.
for me, I'm looking at piala like I'm thinking piari, like, um, like lovely or whatever. Oh my gosh, it's so slow. Cute, cutie. But no, it's a cup.
Pyala.
But I figured I
Pyala.
might need to know that while we're in India. I don't know if they use the same word for like the cup you drink chai from. Actually, let me copy paste this and see what it gives us. Is that a piala? I don't know. See, I don't know what all these other things mean. Oh no, maybe we'll skip piala, but that's one that I don't know. I'll ask Rai if it's like a proper word. Buddy or bada, but I'm also bad at pronouncing these.
Bari.
Buddy. Sorry, I'm not trying to make it mock it. I'm just bad at making certain sounds.
Bari.
Buddy. It's like an R slash D sound. But yeah, it
Bari.
means big. And
Bari.
I think the word for bad sounds kind of like it. Let me look it up. Where's the... So I also get words mixed up a lot just because they like sound similar to me. So, uh, budai?
Burai.
Budai? Yeah, but that one's an actual like R.
Bura.
Buddha is bad. Buddy, bada is big. Um, I mean, it starts with the B, but then the like D sound. What's a word that starts with D or da? Yeah, should I go with the R sound? Gosh, okay. A big um close these. Foods that start with R. Radishes, raisins, bari, bara, di, da, raspberry, robin, rajma, which is just like beans, rabbit. That's a big rabbit. Of course, rabbit in Hindi is khargosh, or I'm not aspirating that right. Khargosh. Buddy, it's a big rabbit. Rabbit. That's a. That's a big rabbit. Or if I could find a word that's kind of like both R and D, it would be nice. Let's put a big damn rabbit because it's kind of kind of a D sound, kind of an R sound. I honestly don't know. Okay, now I have to look up how to draw a rabbit. We'll do like we'll try to get it so he's too big to actually fit in the image. It'll be like this kind of nose. I feel like that head is too small, but all these cute animals have the little, like, I don't even know what you'd call this, what kind of feets these are. This rabbit's not that big. It's not that damnable either. Should I make it an evil rabbit? What do rabbit front paws look like? Oh, look at that. They basically look like cats. Look at those feet. Look at those bunny feet. It'll be one of those white rabbits with red eyes. Oops. Angry rabbit. I don't know, that's not very good, but doesn't have to be great. I'm not making the best art here. This is sleep, sona.
Sona.
I don't really know how to associate sleep with sona, but I already know the word. Okay, I don't know this one. What is kachra peti? I think this is probably hairbrush because I remember it being two words.
Kachara peti.
Oh no, it's dustbin.
Kachara peti.
Kachra peti. I'm gonna copy paste it
Kachara peti.
and see if it shows what I think of as a dustbin. Because this is another, I have this book, but it has a lot of errors in it. Okay, yeah, garbage. Um, but I got it from Half Price Books, but as I go through it, like the Devnagari is wrong in some cases. Um, I'll draw some of the what it has, but definitely not gonna remember Kacharapeti. Um, so this book I have does stuff like what's a word?
Kachara peti.
Okay, so this says peti. So it would be written like oh, pe t um and I think it was drawing them it was just drawing the eye in the wrong space. So it was like this sort of shit. And I don't know how you do that. How do you mess up the typing? Cuz maybe they just typed it wrong in like English text and it rendered wrong, but or maybe with like stutter down there where it'd be like B I. Oh, they probably were like, because you draw this I part at the before the B, but then what they would have is like this with the S, and there's TAR, but it would just be incorrect. Or it'd still have like here's an R, but then it'd have that like half symbol where like the oh here the S is good. So if you have S and you like type a half symbol, it'll do that until you like finish it up and add the t. But then sometimes it'll render like that, which is not what you want. Um, okay, so Kachara Betty. These consonants mean nothing to me in regards to um, trash. um, okay. No K words. No P words. Garbage. Um, mm, this one's hard. Okay, what would you be throwing away? Maybe we could find uh
Kachara peti. Kachara peti.
I'm just gonna keep defaulting to foods. Foods that begin with be too much to say Kach, right? If I could find something with like ka or cha or ra. Yeah, throw my kale salad in the garbage. That works for me. Kale foods that begin with ch, which we already did. So we had like chocolate and chicken. Kachura. Let's see if there's a ch food that has an R. There's chowder. Well, this one has like peas, chickpeas. Maybe I can kind of associate that. Throw away the kale and the chickpeas. I don't know. Well, what other? I don't know if I can draw kale. Kachada. Yeah, throw away the Kinder Surprises because we're in the US and we're gonna choke on the toys. Well, what is that word? Colloquithoceftides? Keftides? I mean, yeah. Let's see. Maybe there's another word. Like I can do like, if it was throw away the chickpeas, but can't do yeet. Yeet does not start with a K. Let's do like toss maybe or throw and see if there's a K word or even a C word that sounds like a K word. Hurl lob. Catapult. Not Chuck. Mm, yeah, we don't have a lot of words that kind of just start with a K. That doesn't feel like a common thing. Okay, maybe I'll do catapult the chickpeas into the garbage bin. I'll put cat catapult. How do you spell catapult? Pult the chickpeas into the garbage bin. And then we're gonna look for a picture of a catapult. Gosh. Actually, let's look at public domain. Public domain catapults I can use. That will save me. Oh, and it's transparent too. So fancy. Let's grab this catapult. We need it to be 100 pixels high. I should also clear out some of the stuff I have, so maybe that's a little bit hard to see. Um, and then I'll draw or find a chickpea. We'll try to find a public domain chickpea. I'm just thinking one big round chickpea. Um, Public domain. We need a really good one. Like, I want one where you look at it and you go, that is a chickpea by itself. I mean, I guess I could. Yep, let's just grab one out of here. It does, well, it's the usernames in public domain pictures. I'm not selling the content. Use the chickpeas in a misleading way. I will mislead you with my chickpeas. Um, let's kind of grab, let's see, this one has chickpea size, like shape. And it's kind of on its own enough to um, grab. However, I will need to erase. Grab the, where is it? Not hard edge. Increase this size. Try to just isolate the chickpea. Oh, I mean, not that I'm gonna resize this thing, so. Nope. Gonna crop to content so we resize it better. I feel like I want to rotate it. Well, you really can't. You can't barely see that. We'll do that. Just because I don't know if you can. Well, it'll be on a solid background, but what I'm gonna do is my um. Oh, it has this shadow I don't like. That's gonna mess up what I was gonna do. Let me try to erase this shadow. Because I usually will make an outline, but to do that I just do like a copy paste trick. We'll do this. Okay, so if I copy, it has shadow over here. Get rid of the shadow. Okay, so then I'm just gonna like paint that, and we're just gonna do up, down, left, right. I'm sure there's a better way to do this, but now it has an outline, and we'll merge down, and we'll get rid of the other extra stuff. Would it have been faster to just draw a catapult? Maybe, but you know, erase, erase, erase. Okay, there we go. I I like that. And then I'll use this during the week to try to memorize more words. But let's see, that was
Kachara peti.
which it's a small card form here. So that's sleep, that's white, balti,
Balti.
bucket. I can never remember the bucket. I don't even know bucket in Esperanto. I never talk about buckets. But when we're in the village, we gotta do bucket baths, so I should at least know what a bucket is.
Balti.
I mean, ba. I think of like ball, which would be hair. I don't know if it's spelled differently. We like wash your hair with the bucket. Perhaps. I wish they still had a button here. I wish I didn't have to wait for the JavaScript to like get on it. Get on it. Okay, we'll do hair. But again, very specific mnemonics for me because I already know ball. Um, wash, wash your ball hair with the bucket. Now I just kind of want to make really silly looking like images for like um lady, public domain lady with like nice hair. We have types. We want transparent. Oh my gosh. I can draw a lady. I can draw a lady. I could look up a public domain bucket though. I can draw a bucket too. Oh, it sounds like my husband's waking up. Boop, 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 boop. So I'll have. Hi, Rye. What's up? I'm working on art for my Hindi flashcards. Yeah, I thought it was on the bed or in the laundry basket next to it. Draw this lady with lots of hair and sparkles. I don't know. And then over here we'll just draw a bucket. Beep, boop, boop, doop, 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 boop. Brush your hair with a bucket. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to move these and over here, and we'll do one of those YouTube arrows. Bucket! I said bucket, Rye. Bucket. Huh? Mm, anything from outside? No. I'm okay. What are your plans? Jolly. In the village, would you guys say Balti or bucket? Okay. Well, there's a lot of adopted words. Okay, so we got that. Um, that one's like, let's go.
chalna,
Or walk. Chale?
बिल्ली मछलियाँ बाल्टी बालूया कपड़े
I still don't have a whole lot.
के बाद एक्स के पहले एक्स के साथ बयान करना दौड़ना लिखाना जाना आना पूछना देखना चाहना सुनना समझना करना बंद करना हलाल काला गुलाबी नारंगी बैंगन छोटी सस्ता महंगा ठंड गर्म
Okay, well, I still have a lot to do. But let's see. I was also thinking about, so I've been doing this for about an hour. I was also thinking about playing a game for a bit, just because that's another thing I don't have a lot of time for. Um, I was playing Final Fantasy 14 just to do crafting and stuff, but let me see if I can find the. I have to open my freaking Discord. Do not want. But there's some news from, or I think I also posted it on my Mastodon. Doop doop doop. Boop doop doop. Okay. Slow computer. I don't know if I'll be able to play a game. It has to be like a really old game if I want it to actually run good. So mass layoffs hit Square Enix hours after it shares plans to have AI handle 70% of its quality assurance and debugging soon. Yay! So the day this dropped, or maybe was it, yeah, a couple days ago. I went ahead and canceled my subscription. So I still have Final Fantasy 14 for a few more days, but I'm just like, what the fuck, man? So I haven't played, I don't have much to play, but also I'm like tired all the time, so nothing sounds good. I could play some Commander Keen and be really bad at that. Um, I do have, oops, not that. Come on. Oh my gosh, no. Why is everything slow? I have Wildermyth installed. I do want to play through Broken Reality again at some point. Um, yeah, maybe I'll just play some Commander Keen because that's what's installed. Oh wait, is it gonna let me choose? Okay. I grew up with Secret of the Oracle, launching Vulcan shaders apparently. Let's see how this works. I'm just gonna not delete, close these for now. Is it going? Is it doing it? I don't know. Yeah, it should just be like, well, I would assume it'd be DOSBox. I don't see it running anywhere. Close these Firefoxes. Where's my Commander Keen? Oh, the window's over. Well, the status window's there. Oh, it full screened. And then it went away. Okay, cool. Well, it should just run in DOSBox. I don't know what it's installing. Um, I mean, that was the freeware one, or the shareware one, so I could probably download it somewhere too. I don't want to like configure DOSBox and stuff though. I don't know. Okay. What? I should organize these based on like release year. Doo -doo -doo. All the games. I usually play like Divinity Original Sin on my PlayStation. I don't know if it would handle being able to run OBS and also um, play a game at the same time on this computer. Play through the dig, figure out all the puzzles again. Avernum, which I have played, but I have never beaten those. I do have a soft spot for Darkstone, but I don't know if that'll run on here either. I do need to play through Unrest, but I have not done so. Could play through some Humongous Entertainment. Now, why is my phone buzzing? Okay. I wonder if this would run. 101 minutes. I certainly do not have memories of playing Lord of the Rings online. Where's the Gandalf meme? I mean, there is always Super Tux, but I don't have my gamepad, but I have no memory of playing Lord of the Rings online. Let me see if I have um, open source games set up. So I have SFML example.desktop. I do have Super Tux Kart. I guess we're playing Super Tux Kart. Sure. Okay. Let me. Do I have a username? Do I have an account? I don't think I do. Well, it says my email address is taken, so I guess so. It doesn't remember my password though, so I might have to reset it. Okay. It's not seeing. Gosh, this music is so loud. Can I not log in? Oh no, it closed. I am gonna have to figure out an online account if I do play online later, but can I just not? Uh, no, I've already done that. Okay, I'm gonna go in here. Make that much quieter so I can actually hear. Of course, you might not be able to hear. Make that much quieter. Testing the audio. Of course, you might not be able to hear. Okay, it seemed like maybe testing the audio. Maybe that was fine. I don't know what the controls are. Ew. Skins? Cartoon, that's cute. Oh, we'll do that. I need a purple skin. Controls. Keyboard. Left, right, up, down, space. In, V, and B. In VB. Okay. Yeah, okay. Okay. Move the chat over here. I don't know if you can hear any of these sound effects, but I don't have a good way to adjust the audio on this headset. Kind of makes me want to play Free Droid RPG again. I don't know if I have that installed. I love the animation arm tilt. Like, gotta animate. Make that arm raise. Tux is sad. Okay, so I was playing. I think it just says pigeon. I don't know if the. Yeah, pigeon. Testing. Let's see something. I don't know if the. Yeah, pigeon. I mean, I do want you to be able to hear some of the audio. Testing. I mean, I do want you to be able to hear some of the audio. It's showing up on the thing now, but wee. Oh, there's a garage make. Oh, nope. Back to game. Okay, I don't totally know what it means with the different bubbles and number values. I don't need to do the tutorial because I don't think they explain it. But we'll do our normal race on intermediate. Yeah, that was the back camera. Ah, ah. I forgot what the drift button was. That V, okay. Ah. I usually play this just on my phone. Oh no, the grass is so slow. Oh no! Okay, maybe I should have played it on novice. Oh my gosh, Pigeon looks concerned. Oh, that's fly swatter. Oh, dang it, What if I restart this race? What if I... Okay, I kind of know my buttons now. This is back camera. Great. I'm like trying to coordinate everything in my brain. And in is boost. Look at the road. Ah. That was a mistake. Shit. Damn it. Okay, the building box is too big. Nah. Damn it. Ah. Well, I guess can always practice. I can practice my drifting. I'm much better at this on the phone. Oh no. Ha. Oh, wow. Don't need banana. Oh, am I first? Dang. Okay. I won the race. Here, I do want to um show the FPS. I mean, I could make it full screen. I just don't know if it's gonna mess up everything. Or it might not let me do full screen. Okay. Well, those don't seem to be doing anything. Render resolution. Oh, get out of the way. No custom settings. Okay, well, let's see. We have. Oh, for some reason on my phone, maybe I just have a lot of points on my phone. I just didn't realize it. So I need more points. Okay. That's not what I meant to do. I hit fire right over there. I don't want to do this. Go exit. Okay. Something points. Yes, maybe if I... Let me maybe just put this as a smaller resolution, and then I can, like, set the capture to be just a window. So let's do that. We'll get rid of desktop. So that way, maybe it'll just be a bit smoother for me. Normal race, Vulcan Island. Let's do novice and just see. But that might be too easy. Yeah, see, this is too easy. Also, maybe the frame rate helps with the drifting now. There's no one behind me. Just going for a leisurely cruise. Uh, hmm. This should have like a. Didn't Mario Kart have a thing where it kind of auto drives, and then I can go check to see if if Super Tux and Free Droid are installed. Those could be my games for the end of the year. Even though I don't usually want to sit at the computer when I'm not at work. I mean, Super Tux Kart I can play on my phone, and Super Tux I can play on my also on Android, but on my gosh, what is it called? I have like one of those retro gaming handhelds. So I did play a lot of Super Tux on the handheld, but ah! Oh, there's a basketball catching up to me. Is it a blue shell? Well, your guys are still so far behind. Yeah. Let me look real quick. I have. Okay, I don't. I do not appear to have the other Super Tux game. But I might do a Grand Prix if I can find one. What's this one? That's the Vulcan Island. Time trial, I'm really not into that much. That's a single race. Yeah, I mean, we could do it. We'll do it here, though. I'll try it out. Glad that pillar did not kill me. Ah, dang. Yep. Oh, shoot. My software manager just opened. Okay, just a second. I don't need that. I'm gonna hit this box. I did not hit the box. Oh, shit. Wow. Yep. Do not look behind you on curves. Whee! Okay, maybe I should be playing on the harder difficulty just for some challenge. Let me look at games. Okay, I'm gonna change this to be the software manager. Extreme Tux Racer. Is that different? Did someone fork Super Tux? Oh. Hmm. There's Super Tux Kart. Quake 2? Wait, this looks like Quake 3. Um, wait, where's like Super Tux? No, not that. Okay, let me just look on the web. Free Droid RPG on Steam. Hmm. 1.0, we'll do app image. Here, I'm gonna close Super Tux Kart for a bit. And let's try, maybe I'll move this to my main directory. Just a moment. Everything is slow. I wonder what has changed since last time I played. But I'm waiting for Super Tux to run. No, don't open with wine. Why aren't you? It's an app image. Okay, let's just do a flat pack. Boop boop doop boop doop boop 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 doo. Okay, I should just be installing these, not while I'm streaming. Because everything is slow. Okay, well, I might go ahead and stop streaming. It's already been almost 2 hours, but then next weekend I'll also work on a project and then maybe also play a little bit of a game. But I'll get these installed. Thanks to anyone still watching. This is zero concurrent viewers, but I'm at least getting some project stuff done. Okay.